What's going on, guys? We are back. God, that was a good one. We got a United 24 video. We love United 24 here. They only release great content, so this is gonna be a good one. It's like a 23-minute video. Plus, with me yapping, we're probably gonna push into that 30-minute mark at least, which is exactly the time frame that you guys seem to like. Actually, a little bit longer. You guys tend to the metrics show that you guys like that 30 to 40-minute video duration. So, anyways, I wanted to do a quick shout out to you guys. Okay, yesterday in our video, we were talking about this congressional hearing with Pete Hegseth, and different senators were asking him questions about this $1.5 trillion funding package that he wants from the Pentagon or from Congress to the Pentagon to resupply the military, basically, for what they've expended in Iran, amongst purchasing other things to just, keep the military rocking and rolling. At one point yesterday, I basically was defending Pete Hegseth, and a couple of you guys called me out in the comments about it, and I appreciate that because I was thinking about it. Why am I defending this guy? I used to like Pete Hegseth before he got into office, kind of like I used to like JD Vance, and I used to like Marco Rubio before they got into office. But once they got into their political or their seat in the current administration, they all kind of did an about face and I don't know. In my opinion, they kind of they look kind of two-faced, kind of shady, kind of corrupt. And you guys called me out for defending him in that video, and I'm glad you did because it made me go back and think, why was I defending him? I shouldn't have been, because you can't be a Pete Hegseth fan and be supportive of Ukraine, because Hegseth is not supportive of Ukraine. Point blank, period. He's very much a part of the administration and a part of the reason Ukraine is receiving zero aid from the United States of America. So, again, I just want to say thank you to you guys. You made me do a little bit of introspection and realize I had the wrong stance on that. So, right on. Before we jump into it, let's hear a word from our boys.
Hello, everyone from Different Breed. My name is John from Sweden. This is Patrick from Norway. We've been in Ukraine for 4 years now. We are transitioning into drones, and we're taking drone classes right now, and we need your help. We are launching a fundraiser for controllers, ground station cables, antennas, and goggles. We're very thankful for all you guys' help up until this point. It means a lot to us, and a lot of the work we've been doing down here wouldn't be possible without you guys' help. So we truly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and Slava Ukraini! Героям слава!
As you heard them say, they've been in this country for a long time, man. I served with John in Azov's International Battalion. Super, super solid guy. And I recently met Patrick. He's very solid too. So, you guys, if you have ever wanted to donate to Ukraine, but you didn't want your money to go to waste, you didn't want it to go to one of these big organizations where you have no idea where that money's going to go, send it to a team like this. Because we're going to work out some kind of deal with John and Patrick where they're going to send us some of the content that they're getting when they're smoking the enemy on the front lines. And I'll be able to put that on this channel and show you guys, hey, this is where your funds went. Okay, so if you're willing and able and want to see your money go to some tangible results here in Ukraine on the front line, check these boys out. All right, let's jump into our United 24 video. Oh, by the way, I did have one comment yesterday say, "Why are you so big on the screen? Can you minimize yourself?" So let's go ahead and all right, let's fire it up. You guys good? Can you see me?
I think any Christian understands that death is always near.
Just kidding. I didn't know how long I was going to go on with that sketch, but I'm back. All right, let's get it. Did I tell you what this is? It says 30 kilometers behind enemy lines, United 24, inside Ukraine's intelligence Bratstvo battalion. I don't know what that battalion is, but we're about to find out.
On your knees, brother. Back to me.
And besides that, soldiers come to this unit ready to sacrifice themselves.
Artillery's firing. Let's hurry. You can turn on the Chuika.
You can hear the enemy coming on the radios they had taken and saying, "Look, there's a DRG operating there. Ukrainian, be careful."
Thanks for the f***ing childhood, guys.
If you pray, then it will be exactly what you are able to handle. The obstacles you are able to overcome.
War is incomprehensibly brutal. Some units go where others don't.
So this must be the Bratstvo battalion. Must be some kind of like religious style unit. I know a lot of units pray prior to mission. In my first unit, the International Legion Charlie 3, we did prayer before operations, but this looks a little bit different, a little more organized. This is very strict, obviously Catholic, so it's cool.
We specialize in sabotage and counter-sabotage operations. In special missions, where you have to go deep behind enemy lines, or carry out dangerous and high-risk tasks.
So these are the high-speed guys.
This is Bratstvo, a volunteer battalion within the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine. They undertake tasks that are borderline impossible.
There are many things that make a unit strong. Discipline, training, the fighter's experience. But for us, faith turned out to be extremely important.
They believe in God, and they rely on Him.
І прости нам провини наші, як і ми прощаємо винуватцям нашим. І не введи нас у спокусу, але визволи нас від лукавого. Амінь.
This is a story of two missions. The first is a raid deep behind enemy lines, across the dried bed of the Kakhovka reservoir.
Автомат. На колени, брат.
On your knees, brother. Back to me.
Честно, вот сколько...
Honestly, in all the years I've been fighting, this is the first time I've shot someone. Before this, we managed to do it quietly. We're reconnaissance.
Our mission was to go behind enemy lines and capture prisoners with higher ranks. Not just infantry. If not officers, then at least sergeants.
Подожди.
Hold on, let me tighten it a bit more.
Да, мы ж...
Yeah, we are in your rear after all. We've got quite a walk ahead of us.
Soldiers in the rear usually have a lot of important information. If they're there, it means they're being protected. So the task from command was to capture people like that and bring them back to us for interrogation and intelligence.
Стоп.
Stop. Down on your stomachs. Look at my buddy.
Брат, лучше на...
Better on your stomach. Where's the radio?
Где рация?
They found some well-fed sergeants, took them prisoner, and reported back, asking if that would be enough. By that time, things had already started to get hectic. Over the radios, they could hear the commotion, drones going up. Russians were trying to figure out what was going on, who was where. Everyone understood that a sabotage and reconnaissance group was operating.
They're calling you? Not really, but it will. Basic antenna. Say copy.
Мангус принял.
Say it again.
Мангус принял.
We ordered them to withdraw. I told them we had to try to cover that distance, about 30 kilometers back, and with prisoners. They started moving across this difficult terrain. They had to leave quickly because on the reservoir, the main problem is simple. Once you are spotted there, you have nowhere to hide.
Holy moly, dude. Look how deep that is. So let's look here. This is, so that's Vasilivka. To Zap. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let's do a quick let's look at deep state. Vasilivka. Might be able to just find it here. Zap. Oh, it's right here, dude. All right, so let's do a little let's do our little ruler guy. Bada bing, bada boom. 30 kilometers right there, dude. No sh-
You will be eliminated.
Before Russia destroyed the dam in 2023, the Kakhovka Reservoir was an artificial inland sea. When the water disappeared, it exposed miles of bottom. Within months, the vast basin turned into a strange new landscape. The enemy uses it to infiltrate villages south of Zaporizhia.
Not along the path, yeah. There are dugouts further ahead.
I believe that no fighter can ever be fully prepared for everything he might face. War changes constantly, everything changes, and it's impossible to predict what will happen on any given mission. But if you pray, then it will be exactly what you are able to handle, the obstacles you are able to overcome.
Да.
Yes, then you two follow, fellas.
Вы держите между собой минимальную дистанцию. Мы немножечко дальше.
You can even grab each other by the collar. It doesn't matter. The main thing, don't try anything. Like I said, we have to escort you, and that's risky for us.
Так легко взяли, поэтому не хочется.
Maybe the Lord has blessed you. We are believers too, by the way.
They managed to capture a lot of footage. You can hear the enemy coming on the radios they had taken and saying, "Look, there's a DRG operating there. Ukrainian, be careful."
Deep reconnaissance group.
And the prisoners respond, "Yes, we're aware, we'll be careful." Meanwhile, they were already moving towards us.
Is that you?
Это ва?
What's your position call sign? Mongoose?
Не, ну это Феникс какой. Рим, да. Рим на связи.
Ува, ты чё, ёбаный в рот, блядь, все нормально?
Да, все нормально.
Не рядом с вами.
Что сказать?
Are there positions here? Tell them we didn't hear anything.
Не слышал ничего. Я же сказал, есть еще.
Umnik, move further west.
Східніше. Ой, блядь, західніше.
Shooting is about to start. You guys are pushing us. Guess what that means for you?
Нам, ну так, в чем мы можем?
Не забывайте, это Поледина все слышит, я его мать ебал этих всех, кто там есть.
It's not exactly true, but all right. Umnik, we moving?
Да, сейчас возьмем трошки отъедись назад.
Мангус, как принимаешь, разбираешь меня?
На троечку.
Принял, тебе хорошо.
Сложно.
It'll be hard for you to get out alive. For us too.
Да.
Давай.
Go.
Again, they were already deep in the rear. On their way back, they came across Russian observation posts. They avoided them because it was already complicated enough.
Here?
Я не знаю, мы по тропе знаем.
Seriously? Back, back.
Назад.
Is there only 2 of them?
How many dugouts are there on the way to the island?
Дороги до острова.
2? And if it turns out there aren't 2, you gonna answer for that? How many dugouts? Which one of you is the group commander? How old are you? And you? I'm 24. Thanks for the childhood, guys. Hold to the left. Look at the guys we found. All to the glory of the Lord. The Lord told us what to say. The Lord got us out of there. These 2 we found on the way. We ran into their position. There were 2 proper little holes there, dugouts. We found another one too. Keep your distance. Remember the distance, guys. The Lord saves, I'm telling you. Glory to God.
I think any Christian understands that death is always near. And besides that, soldiers come to this unit ready to sacrifice themselves. That's what separates a soldier from someone like a policeman. A soldier accepts sacrifice, and that's why the church does not consider this a sin.
Lord, we thank you for the chance to make it here. Thank you for keeping us safe from danger. Defense Intelligence of Ukraine is at work. Timur's Special Unit, Bratstvo Battalion, Jesus Christ Company. All for the glory of God. Amen.
Дорога додому.
The road home, with our new friends, and an enemy radio station. The reservoir. And over there, that's home.
Late at night, they made it back. 2 of our fighters lost consciousness several times due to exhaustion.
Just a little more. 10 kilometers. All for the glory of God. Amen.
For the last 500 meters, they were moving for about 2 hours. They were already completely exhausted. I didn't know what to do. I was already thinking of sending a group to meet them, but they still managed to make it out, and the operation was successful.
The captive officers had critical information. Now Bratstvo knows it. So does the rest of the Ukrainian army. The second mission takes us to an FPV.
I've seen that before. I mean, I've been on operations where I'm just so utterly exhausted by the end of it. I mean, like when you're exfilling, where basically you're just screaming up to the guys in front of your, the guy in front of your patrol formation and the guy behind you, or they're yelling at you and you're like, just keep going a little bit more, right? And you're just so burnt, just dragging ass, right? Especially, depending on what kind of kit you have. But we had there was a team that was out on, it was like, the mission was supposed to be a week, but it ended up being a little over 2 weeks. And they were out of food, out of water, and they were doing an emergency exfil where they had to walk a long way home. And they had to bring a lot of extra equipment from the position that they did not bring there, but they were tasked to return it. And they were when he said the last 500 meters took these guys 2 hours, similar situation. The guys were so burnt on this team that the last couple of kilometers just took hours and hours, which is 100% understandable.
Position next to a contested village.
It's a different kind of exhaustion than I've ever felt before. I don't know, it's strange. There's this saying that says complicity or complacency, and complicity, I guess, kills. Complacency kills. And you get to the point, and I know I've felt this, and it was scary to me because you never want to feel this, but I was so burnt out, like on my first or second mission ever with the International Legion. I was so burnt, and we were under enemy fire that I was like accepting my fate. Like, all right, dude, like I'm too tired to go. Like if this small arms round hits me, or this mortar artillery shell lands right where I'm at, it is what it is. I'm too tired. That's when it comes down to, it's so important to have guys you trust on your team, people that are like, nope, you got to keep moving, right? And you got to do that for them sometimes.
Here, the task is to prevent Russians from advancing and gathering forces to attack the city.
I've been, sorry, I won't pause it after this for a while, but I've been very lucky on the units that I've been in, because I am no super soldier. I am no elite operator, right? If anything, I am, at least at the beginning, I was probably a subpar infantryman combat medic. And the teams that I was on had some really good guys, and they were able to pick up that slack and motivate me when I needed it. And so luckily, once I got more experienced, I felt like I was able to return some of that motivation. But it's important, man, to have a good team. Most of you guys know that at this point.
We're going with Bratstvo's FPV team to rotate their other team. The position is well within the reach of Russian FPVs. And if this Starlink disruption works, it should give us an opportunity to get in and get out.
You can turn on the Chuika.
It's probably their REB system, electronic warfare.
In a few turns, we'll be driving into the area where Russian FPVs can reach. When we get to our position, we'll start unloading. We'll just drop everything by the road to release the vehicle as fast as possible. Then we'll show you the shelter, where to bring the gear and everything.
Drone detectors provide some reassurance. The thing is, you can't detect a fiber optic drone.
Есть сигнал. Есть сигнал.
They call these things sugar cubes, and they look like a little Game Boy, almost like an old school Game Boy. And if it picks up the signal from an FPV, it will show you what that FPV is looking at. So it's pretty ominous, but if it picks up an FPV, it's in the area, right? It's in a certain diameter. You know, it's within X amount of meters typically, whether that's 100, whatever, 200. And then if you see your position on this little sugar cube, you know, oh shit, they're coming for us.
Incoming. Incoming.
Like this, probably.
Somewhere far. Fast. All right, we're getting... Come on, boys. This way. Welcome to our humble hut.
We have Chuika, which is Ukrainian drone detector. It works with analog signal. It's a great device, but it doesn't catch all the drones. And in this area, it's mostly optic wire drones, which there is no way either to interfere with them, like with electronic warfare, or just catch them with detectors.
The FPV rotation complete.
Our cellar is small, cozy even. The smaller it is, the safer.
This is from the enemy drone that flew into our yard. It wasn't a precision strike. It was just hitting randomly. But anyways, something hits from time to time.
This is already the second one in the last 4 days. One flew in just yesterday. and another about 3 days ago. One of them tried to fly into that house, the one with the windows blown out.
So they know they're in that vicinity.
But thank God, it didn't make it inside. If there's something to worry about here, it's the glide bombs.
Yeah.
Drones are unpleasant, of course, especially if one catches you out in the open. But when it comes to shelters, the real problem is the glide bombs. Glide bombs and Grad rockets. Recently, we had 2 Grad salvos land here. We were resting. The doors just rattled back and forth.
Holy shit. Could that land right on us?
Welcome to the club,
I just wanted to go out for a
My call sign is NA. I'm an FPV crew commander. I'm 19.
It's crazy.
Before the war, I was just a school kid. Skateboarding, messing around, living a carefree life. Now, it's time to do something more serious.
Russian troops move in small groups, including across the exposed bed of reservoir. The FPV crew is there to stop them.
We strike enemy personnel in their hideouts. We also carry out deliveries. We work for the infantry. We bring them what they need. We are the strike UAV wing of Bratstvo. Timur, focus. I'll give you a modem now. Go over to Arrow. They need to drop it into the infantry.
Modem?
Modem. You two go. I'll prep things here.
Orders from command.
They're on the move. 4 minutes out.
No plate carriers.
Take the radio with you.
Artillery's firing. Let's hurry.
Look at dude, this is just a civilian, I think. Watch.
Glory to Ukraine.
That's crazy, dude.
Glory forever. So, what can you tell us? Is any work coming up? Yeah. I see the streams. Those 2-story buildings? Good. All right, I'll deal with Zhdun. We'll start prepping the Zhdun.
That beanie's sick, dude.
Safety first. What about the kamikaze? What exactly is messing up with the encryption? What exactly is messing up with the encryption? Let's go inside. Something's not right.
We have no white noise.
I thought it switched.
Still negative. Everything's green.
No bind.
Got it now. All good.
Did you yank it?
Wait, don't rush.
I'm arming. I'm flying.
FPV is airborne. I'll start the stream now.
With so many things can go wrong, getting an FPV in the air is a small miracle. And we've just seen one. Our FPV is airborne and it's flying towards the enemy.
I've passed the island.
Тобто зараз фактично є нормальним використання дрона з теплобаченням в день.
Yes. In conditions like this, with reeds and vines everywhere, and an endless reservoir, it's very hard to find the bend you're looking for.
The terrain is all too familiar. This is where the Recon group went to take prisoners, and this is where we strike.
От у тебе під тобою цей трикутничок. Ти бачиш зараз розрив в цій якби посадочці. От. Поділи цей розрив пополам, і зліва, перед розривом, буде лежать діда.
Batteries at 20 and 9. We need to strike quickly.
There he is, lying there.
Все, не відпускайте його.
19 and 8 battery. We need to land.
Зараз він зліва, от сигнатура його, да, єсть. Єсть, работайте.
He got him.
Land the relay.
Адино єс 300. Я вас вітаю.
There's one left of them. The longer we're here, the higher the chances of things going south. Finally, an ace says our text.
That is so crazy. Just like that, dude. That guy just eliminated somebody. Like, so quick.
The longer we're here.
300.
Land the relay.
Єсть, работайте. Єсть.
Like, just like that 19-year-old or however young this pilot is with the curly hair just got another tick, another check mark, another kill. That is nuts, man.
Land the relay.
Адино єс 300. Я вас вітаю.
Says he's wounded, but I'm sure he'll
There's one
die.
left of them. The longer we're here, the higher the chances of things going south. Finally, an ace says our taxi arrived.
Давай, друже.
Thanks, guys.
Вліземо там двох, да? Здрасте. Да.
That's the sugar cube I was talking about.
Getting out of the kill zone is a leap of faith.
Yeah.
Faith keeps Bratstvo going. Sometimes it's all you have.
This story was filmed, one of the fighters featured in it, Anton Umnik, was killed. Gosh, man. That sucks. I wonder if he was a part of the DRG or like the assault team or the drone unit, because he doesn't look familiar from the drone team, even though we couldn't really see all their faces, right? That sucks, dude. Wow, that was cool, man. It's interesting. I used to like not be interested at all about drone stuff, but ever since I've been training with drones and getting my certificates and stuff, this makes a lot more sense to me, and I understand what's happening, right? And I think most people kind of understood that. Anybody who has like been a gamer for a while kind of understands drones, or if they're, let's say, mid to early 20s, it's like understanding drones was like in their DNA, right? But I think I hit that threshold of just too old to where it's like a whole different animal. But now I'm getting it, and it's cool to see this stuff. But really interesting, and this is spot on to what I've seen firsthand. When typically we will as like an assault team or an infantry unit, you'll stage at a nearby drone position. So you'll stage there, you say what's up to the boys, maybe make some coffee, whatever, and then you'll step off and you'll head, 10, 15 kilometers towards your objective, do your job, come back. And it all looks like this. It's very similar, all the drone positions. So I don't know, very, very cool, man. And I like the idea. I'm not extremely religious personally, but I do believe in a higher power for sure. It's cool to see a group that's like this, and they're all in the same. What's the term I'm looking for? Ideology perspective, ideological perspective, and theological perspective. I think when you have a group of people that are all on the same wavelength like that, whether it's about God or they believe that they believe God is an alien that lives on Mars, whatever. But the fact that they're all on the same wavelength, they're all kind of they're all their energies in that same bubble. I feel like that's a productive thing. That may have sounded like I was an insane person, but made sense in my head. Okay, 35 minutes in, you guys. This is right around the duration you guys seem to like. So that was really cool. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. If you're willing and able to help the boys, John and Patrick, get their drones up and running, link will be in the description. I love you guys. See you in the next video.